hunter returns a hero. Sure is good to see you all in one piece.
Let's get on with business.
The Huntmaster's waiting for you in the main room. Go on in. Oh, and Hunter, great job.
You've made quite a name for yourself in victory, Hunter. Mandalore himself requested your presence aboard his flagship. He wants to congratulate his champion personally.
We're getting an audience with Mandalore? You've got to be kidding. I can hardly believe it.
No more bit jobs and small paychecks for me.
No, definitely not. Great hunt winners are destined for great things. The Huntmaster will address you now.
I can't wait for the opportunity to do so.
Have I mentioned how much pulling that little con has improved my mood? I think that auction put to bed any lingering doubts that Tiresias is dead and gone. And aside from knowing my new identity on a stick, I'd almost forgotten how much I love a good scheme.
Fun and profit. What's not to like?
Getting shot at, for one, but working with you has made that pretty commonplace.
It's hard to work a proper hustle when you're on the run, chum. I've pulled more heists than cons in recent memory.
That was the kind of racket my former partner preferred. Simple, bold, effective. Used to argue about that a lot.
How'd you two part ways?
We had different ideas about where we were headed. Water under the bridge. My preference is to be long gone by the time anyone gets wise. That's a lot easier without bounty hunters breathing down my neck. It's about time I got back in the game. Can't afford to let myself get out of practice, after all.
That new armor? I like it. Makes your arms look, bigger. Not that they needed it.
We've got work to do. Focus on that.
Sometimes I forget that you were raised by Minox and never learned to carry a conversation.
You've entered Mandalorian-controlled space. Vacate the sector before we use you for target practice. You have 2 minutes.
That'd be the last mistake you ever made. I'm the victor of the Great Hunt, here to see Mandalore.
Apologies, champion. I'll clear you for landing. Mandalore's waiting. This way. Mandalore, your champion presents himself.
Glad a little war wasn't enough to keep you from meeting me, champion. I like a man who's not afraid to get his knuckles bloody. Welcome aboard the Spirit of Vengeance, both of you.
It's an honor.
That goes for me as well.
This must be Mako. I've heard she's the brains behind your operation.
Mako is more than capable.
I've got a lot to thank you for. Shoring up that secret auction, avenging Hera Sung, stopping that arrogant snot Terroblood. You had a good slog getting here. Says a lot that you aced Terroblood without stooping to his level. A damn lot.
He was never any threat to me.
That doesn't mean he was harmless. He could have cost us a lot. The Great Hunt isn't held for the sake of sport. It's meant to find the best the galaxy has to offer, usually to handle a task vital to the Mendoid. I have one more thing to ask of you before I know you're the one for it.
How did I know this wasn't just a social call?
Thought I'd bore you with tales of my glorious youth? Mandalorians prefer to inspire tales, not tell them. There is a cavern in the deep jungles of Dromund Kaz. Unnatural place, filled with all kind of abominations. There's something down there nobody's laid eyes on and lived to brag about it. I want you to kill it.
I'm not interested in doing you any favors.
Glory is its own reward, Hunter. But don't worry, you'll have your spoils. My clans send their most promising warriors to bloody themselves on the beasts in the cavern. Head to their camp at these coordinates. We'll speak again when you've brought me a suitable trophy.
As if drumming cause didn't already give me the creeps. Come on, let's go show this thing how scary you can be.
This is a camp for warriors, not hikers. You aren't welcome here.
Warriors, huh? Guess that makes you the armor polisher.
Bite your tongue or lose it. I'm done being nice.
He's more warrior than you, Jogo.
Huh, you're one to judge. Eh, Arutal?
Huntmaster declared him grand champion.
That true?
You don't have to like it, but it's the truth.
You're right, I don't. And I sure as hell don't have to like you tramping all over our hunting grounds. Winning the Great Hunt doesn't make you one of us. Finish up whatever brought you here and go.
Never mind. It's an honor.
Nice to meet you too, kid. You got a name?
Torian Kadera, not a kid.
I'm sorry about that.
No insult taken. Taking the head of one of our beasts?
I hunt in a different league, kid.
I get it. The sire of the brood. No one's seen it, but it's there. You can feel its heartbeat in the walls.
Better warriors than you have tried. They never returned.
Then let me show you how it's done.
If there's a bottom, it's probably there. Good hunting. Back! How'd it go?
I did more than find it.
Ugly.
How did you kill it when so many of my clan have failed?
If they had your attitude, it's no surprise they failed. You're so hungry for a fight, you don't think about what you're getting into. Bounty hunting's about fighting smart, as much as fighting hard.
There must be something to what you've said. You killed it, they died. I salute your victory.
Hail to the victor!
The creature's dead, Mandalore. I've brought your proof.
Then it's time I introduced you to the other grand champions of the Great Hunt. Meet your only peers in the galaxy. We've gathered here to induct you into our exclusive group, the only hunters in the galaxy with access to jobs on the legendary Blacklist.
What's so special about this Blacklist?
It's completely confidential. We're the only ones who can read it. Not even contract posters can see what's on the list. The Blacklist's as old as the Great Hunt itself, got its own traditions. I need your help keeping one alive. There's always been a Mandalorian in the group. Duty calls me away, so I want you to take my place. Keep a Mandalorian among the Grand Champions.
You're telling me Mandalore is throwing in the towel?
War's in the air. Mandalore's got a lead. Killing that beast was your ritual blooding, so you're already Mandalorian in spirit, if not in name. Now, do me the honor of joining my brothers and sisters in the Great Clan.
All right, Mandalore. I accept.
You've just taken a load off my mind, champion. Champions, it's time we drink. Let's see how much black ale my replacement can put away. I hate to leave such fine company, but it's time I got back to winning the Sith's wars for them. Champions, till we meet again.
I haven't seen the old man that happy in a long time. How's it feel to be a Mandalorian?
Like I'm part of something, not just another hired gun.
Ah, how sweet.
Name's Bloodworthy. These two miscreants are Jula Nightbringer and the Defenestrator. We just wanted you to know we sent a little welcoming present to your ship.
A blacklist bounty. One of the two oldest on record, to be exact.
Something to ease you into life at the top.
I was wondering what I was gonna do with myself.
This ought to keep you busy for a while. We should get going. Our new friend here has plenty of work ahead of him. Don't be a stranger.
You too long enough? You go for a job or a honeymoon?
Nice to see you too.
Well, somebody better cough up the gory details. The suspense is killing me.
Mandalore offered me a place in his clan.
Smart move. You just made us a lot of friends.
There's no doubt about that. Come on, we've got work to do.
Here's that blacklist posting they were talking about, locked up tight. Do the honors. This is it. The real deal. I can't believe it.
Welcome to the big leagues, Mako.
That is such an understatement you don't even know. In all the time I spent researching the Great Hunt, I only heard rumors about the blacklist. According to the rumors, the only people who know how to place a bounty on the blacklist are the most major players in the galaxy. This bounty's pretty sparse on details, just an encrypted hollow frequency and the location to call it from. Taris. Ready to see what these jokers have in store for us?
I'm always up for a fight.
Don't I know it. Systems are looking good. Look out, Galaxy. Here comes the Grand Champion of the Great Hunt. You know SIS computers? Way easier to slice than I thought. Which is sort of worrying now that I think about it. Did some poking around in a few classified Republic databases. Found my birth certificate. Well, maybe. Found a dozen birth certificates, all with the gene stamp, a lot like mine.
A dozen is a lot of targets. Doesn't tell us where to start looking.
Well, no, it doesn't, but it's still a great find. My family's records. It's gotta be. Parents, siblings, maybe grandparents, who knows what else. No names or dates, though, just an SIS project number. 32. Have to keep looking, see what else I can find.
Hello, Hunter. Fancy seeing you here. Relax, this isn't a prank. This bounty is more of a blacklist tradition than an actual contract. It's been passed from hunter to hunter for over a decade. I was the last hunter to take the contract who's still breathing, so I'm the one passing the torch.
Sounds like you botched the job.
I failed, like every other hunter. Don't think you'll be any different. See, every hunter to take the contract puts up an ante. The one who actually bags the target claims the stakes. Nobody expected things to carry on this long, so the payout's grown over the years. The ante is listed on the job.
All right. Credits are being transferred.
That's it. Not going to bankrupt you, but odds are it's credits you're never going to see again. Your target is Jinken Kadera, a Mandalorian who's been in exile on Taris for ages now. Word is he's been dead for a long time, but don't be taken in. Jinken's still alive, and he's still very dangerous.
If he's human, he sounds old enough to be my grandfather.
Not quite, but he may be a little older than Mandalore, if I remember correctly. This all started between the two of them. Jinken refused the call of Mandalore, unforgivable on its own, but Jinken did one better. He rallied an army against him. Jinken's forces were routed, and he ultimately fled to Taris, where he's been since.
If Mandalore knew where Jinken went, why didn't he finish him off?
He tried, but Jinkin proved to be a better survivor than he was a general. It took a year of searching and a great many dead before Mandalore finally washed his hands of the traitor and left him in exile. Ever since then, Grand Champions have attempted to win the glory of taking Jinkin's head.
Good thing I never attempt anything.
Friendly word of advice. If you're going to pick up the trail before the Empire wipes it out, you're going to need more than your own 2 eyes. There's a Mandalorian base camp on the ground. I'd speak with the ranking officer there.
Get my credits together, Bloodworthy. Next time we talk, I'll have your traitor.
Zakuyga Vod. What brings me the honor of having Mandalore's Chosen in my camp.
You flatter me. I'm hunting Jinkin Kadera. You know anything that can help me find him?
The traitor? No sightings. But then, we don't pay attention to ghosts. Jinkin's a lingering shame best forgotten. You believe he's still alive?
That's what I've been led to believe.
If the traitor's alive, it would make some sense. His son was with us until recently. Disappeared.
His son happened to be named Torian?
Done your homework then? Yes, Torian. Showed a lot of promise in spite of his heritage. It was a shame to lose him so soon.
What happened with Torian's disappearance?
The boy went missing in action while scouting a nearby Republic colony. Torian was assumed killed or captured by the enemy, but I can't discount the possibility that the traitor was involved.
Sounds like as good a place as any to get started.
Well, a search of the area couldn't hurt. If nothing else, wiping out the colony could earn you a tidy sum. The Imperials want a slaughter, and they're offering credits for Teresian bodies.
Thanks for the heads up.
This is the location of the Second Colonial Protectorate. You can claim any bounties next time you come through camp.
Reports on the Cathar, sir.
Ah! Oh no! No! No!
Please don't kill us. We aren't armed.
I'm looking for someone you may have taken captive. A Mandalorian named Torian.
I don't... Anyone know what he's talking about?
They don't have what you want. They've been hiding in here since the Imperial transports hit the ground. Let them go, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
You'll get no argument from me.
We haven't made contact with any Mandalorian troops, but we've been dealing with sniper attacks the last few weeks. I'm certain the sniper's been taking shelter at an old excavation site nearby, but everyone I've sent to investigate has turned up dead. That's all I know. I hope it was worth all the lives you stole today. Now let me die in peace.
Oh, crud.
Thought you'd be harder to get the drop on.
Bad idea, kid. Now, you gonna tell me what you're doing out here?
More what I had in mind.
Won't do that again, I'll bet.
You're not here for me. Who then?
I'm hunting Jinkin Kadera.
Thought I'd lead you to him? I'm looking too, but not for a reunion. To reclaim my clan's honor.
You found any sign of Jinkin?
Someone's erected dew collectors, beast traps, around an old transport station. Have to be the traders.
What's so special about dew collectors and traps?
Even scavengers can bring in supplies. They're Jikons. I've only found one entrance into the station. It's thick with rat ghouls. Risky. Got a way to throw off rat ghouls, but I'll need help. Materials.
What sort of materials am I looking for?
Fresh rat ghoul bodily fluids, both blood and waste, and a decomposing rat ghoul, at least a week old. Check these waypoints. We'll rendezvous at the transport station.
Welcome back. Recon says you've been wreaking havoc on the Republic forces. The colony's been pretty well decimated, aside from some civilians fleeing for their lives. That'll leave something for the Imperials to do. Your bounty. Good stack of credits by the look of it.
I appreciate the opportunity.
My pleasure. Good hunting.
Smelled you coming.
You'll never make a living on that sense of humor.
No joke. Let me. This'll take a minute. Stuff will throw a ragdoll off my trail, but in their den, keep your blaster ready.
If these things attack, I'm gonna open up with everything I've got.
I'll keep behind you. Smear it thick. If the fumes put the ragdolls out, we might sneak through.
Wow, that's a smell. If I pass out, please don't leave me behind.
Been a while. Ah! Hear that? Nothing?
Don't leave me hanging.
High-pitched whine! Trap!
I really don't like the sound of that. Why does everything always want to eat us?
So, is Artus finally sending children to do his dirty work? Run home now and tell Mandalore if he wants my head, he should come and take it himself.
You gonna face me like a warrior, or make me chase you all over Terrace?
Think real hard, boy, before you go issuing challenges you might regret. I will tell you what I told the others. You've survived. You have earned the right to the Garoya Beharan. If you lose, however, I will kill you. I'll be waiting at these coordinates. Then we'll see who hunts whom.
Was he expecting us?
Personally, no. He's toying with us. But the Garoya Beharan gives us an opening. It's a Mandalorian death game. There are 4 parts. Ali Jate, personal honors. Yeme Sum, the homeworld. The Sterabise, who defends a legacy. And the Nost, who destroys it. He will place honors, prized possessions around a battlefield. You will try to take them. If you take all of them, then you must take his home.
How do you know he'll just lay down if we win?
There are no rules for how. Plus, he's no Mandalorian. Not anymore. I'll scout for Jikon's honors while you go to face him. Then while you run the game, I'll find his home. Call me when you've made your challenge.
I'm at the coordinates. No sign of Jinkin. Just some sort of marker.
Not good.
Hey, are you alright?
You okay? What happened?
Challenge accepted.
If that's how you want to play, Jinkin.
Transmission cut out. Transmitting coordinates. Should be all of the trader's honors. Contact you when I found his bolt hole. Torian out.
Not bad. It's usually over by now. Let's see how far you get.
Oh.
Ha! I haven't had this much fun in years, boy. I'm glad you didn't die too quickly after all.
Found the trader's bolt hole. Wreckage. Crashed ship. The Indar Spire.
Good work, Torian. I'll let you know when I've got Jinkin on the run.
Keep the pressure on. I'll start laying a trap. I'll call when everything's in position.
Finding one that quickly could have been dumb luck. 2, you're getting help. Let's slow you down.
Torian, that trap ready?
No, and the trader's on his way back.
You think Jinkin's quitting the game?
He's just changing strategy. You're winning. He's coming to fortify his stronghold. Transmitting location. I'll do what I can. Hurry.
Torian!
Torian, where's Jinkin?
Got cocky. He's tricky. Electronet put him down, but used it to cook off his munition cache. He's running. Don't let the trail go cold.
Better the trail goes cold than you.
I'll be fine. Just get him. He's hurt, bleeding, running. Deep tracks, bloody mud, straight lines. Even you could follow.
We're finishing this together, Torian. It's not up for discussion.
So close.
All right, kid. The Koltos treated most of the major damage.
Should have left me. You've given the traitor too much time.
I went with my gut, and it was the right thing to do.
At least I get another crack at him. The traitor sacrificed his stockpile to escape. He'll be scavenging now. Most likely, he'll steal from nearby outposts.
I'll give you that one.
We should update our tactical maps at an Imperial outpost, then search for signs of the traitor at any outposts nearby.
Are you sure we're going the right way? I don't see anything.
Looks right.
I think I found a track. Never mind, it's yours.
Trail's still strong.
This is hard. I don't know how you guys do it.
You gave a good run, my friend. Might have done me in if you hadn't left the finale to a novice. You and Artus have something in common. You're content to let the young do your dying for you.
His life wasn't my responsibility. It was yours.
Is that how Mandalorians sleep at night these days? Let's finish burying the past. This game's gone on long enough. Just do it.
He and I aren't done. Lise Darsu Johar Ir, Harjoha Darmanda, Ibi Turgar, Darbu Ir Balish.
Mevain? Nerad? Oyash? I have a last request, Hunter. I want a moment to speak with my son.
Make your last request to Mandalore. I'm not killing you today.
It's over. Thanks for this.
Just a business arrangement.
Thanks anyway. It's been an honor.
Glad to see you're still alive. You've been out there a while.
Really didn't want to come back empty-handed, did you?
Calling it quits? No shame in bowing out after a good run?
Jink and Kadera sitting in my cargo hold on carbonite freeze. Transmitting vitals.
These scans match the data I have on file.
You actually caught him? How do you like that?
It would have been a shame if old age turned out to be the only match for Jink and Kadera. Transferring your jackpot now. Impressive work. Records indicate you are the 28th hunter to place a stake on that bounty, 12th to return.
Don't look so proud of yourself. You bagged somebody's grandpa. Your lucky streak won't last.
Care to put your money where your mouth is?
Look who's cocky, now that he's sitting on a few credits.
All right, Chula. We've all got better things to do than talk trash. I'll make arrangements for the Mandalorians to take Jinkin off your hands. Expect a shuttle shortly. We'll be in touch.
Orsha, wasting no time earning new honors, I see. We've been set to collect the traitor from you.
He's in the cargo bay.
We'll make this quick.
Need to ask you a favor, champion. I want to come with you.
I don't mind you tagging along.
I'm not along for the ride. I mean to serve. Join your hunts. Earn respect for my clan.
What do you say, big guy?
Give me this honor.
I'm flattered, kid. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
We're done. Coming, Torian?
Nope.
You can finally show your face and now you're running off. Try to make something of yourself, Arutal.
Ready when you are.
This is Torian. He'll be joining us. so get properly introduced.
Always room for one more in my book. I'm Mako.
Galt Renault, at your service.
Pleasure.
Not much to look at, but it's home.
No complaints.
Hey, remember what it looked like when we stole it?
Got me there. Come on, I'll give you the tour.
Nice! Now I know we hit the big time.
What makes you say that?
Offers have been piling up since we won the Great Hunt. Mostly not worth our time, but I think we've finally struck the motherlode. Some bigwig from Adas Corp just sent us an offer with more zeros than I can count.
Been thinking I don't get enough work in the private sector these days.
Get this, it isn't even for a bounty. They want you to endorse their new line of battlefield adrenals. They're willing to give their current spokesperson the boot, but only if you pick up the contract as soon as possible.
Plastering my face all over the Hollow is gonna do wonders for business.
Maybe we'll actually be able to start spending credits on something other than ammo. We're supposed to visit Adas Corp's plant on Quesh to talk terms.
Let me handle the negotiations and we'll be rolling in credits. I'll only take a 30% cut.
Not how I'd want to be remembered.
So, we headed to Quesh?
Plotting a course for Quesh now.
I'll let Adas Corp know to expect us. The Holonet says the Empire and Republic are disputing whose territory Quesh is. Better be careful if we head there.
Thanks for the help on Terrace. G-Con was your target. Decent of you to let me in for the capture.
Couldn't let him keep dragging your clan's honor through the dirt.
Vor Intye. Looking forward to this. Not everyone gets to fight beside the champion of the Great Hunt.
Always glad to have another good hand.
I'll pull my weight. Say the word. I'm ready to move out.
Let me tell you a little thing about opportunity.
Enlighten me.
Sometimes, when it knocks, you put it away for a rainy day. Take this group of fresh-off-the-shuttle Arcona I met at the Mosila spaceport before you showed up. I left those Arcona with a stellar impression of Geller rowing, helpful merchant, and earmarked them for a return trip once things died down.
What makes them good marks?
You know why they were traveling to a dump like Tatooine? Seems fresh water's hard to come by on Kona. These rubes heard about moisture farming on Tatooine and figured it was their ticket to riches. Fleecing these yokels will be like taking candy from a baby. The key is finding the right scheme.
What are we aiming for?
We need something with a low overhead, something we can keep going for a while. Moisture farmers aren't exactly rolling in credits, but a whole colony of them can add up.
So you're my hunter? Yes. Yes, I see it now. The pictures don't do you justice. Excuse my manners. Peyton Swall, Director of Galactic Relations.
I tend to have that effect on people.
You'll be a natural, I'm sure. We can discuss the terms of contractual partnership in my office. This way, please. Make yourself comfortable. May I offer you anything?
I was feeling a little parched.
Valerie, send in a refreshment cart. Spare no expense.
So which one of you is Valerie?
Agent Dahl, Strategic Information Service. I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Jedi Master Kellyan Jarro and the destruction of the Republic cruiser Aurora.
Touch me, and you'll end up in a body bag.
Knight.
You spared my life. The courts will take that into consideration if you come peacefully.
Can I say I told you so yet?
Ventus, relieve the bounty hunter of weaponry. Cautiously. They're a tricky bunch.
I know that too well, Master.
Come on, I spared you. Let me go and we'll call it even.
Your mercy doesn't exonerate you.
You're welcome, by the way. I think I'll take my leave now.
Don't let him escape.
You've only made matters worse for yourself.
Duly noted.
Think there's a safe in here?
Never miss a beat, do you?
I hate to leave empty-handed. Okay, I can take a hint. After you.
What'd they have to say?
Mostly they read me my rights. The whole thing was a Republic setup.
What? But how? That offer letter was 100% legitimate. I traced it back to Adascorp and cross-checked all the digital signatures.
Doesn't matter. We'll just have to be more careful in the future.
I'm really sorry. I won't let it happen again. Looks like Bloodworthy's on the line. I'll patch him through.
Hope I'm not interrupting. Just wanted to transfer your next target. That is, if you're ready for another Blacklist favorite.
I'd hate to miss another chance to outdo you.
I was hoping you'd say that. Jula's bet you'd call it quits after the first one. This bounty's years shy of beating Jacon's time, but anything sitting on the Blacklist more than a month is real trouble. I'm putting my money on you this time, so try not to get yourself killed.
What's our next move?
I've had my fill of Quesh. Let's find a place to put up our feet. Have the next Blacklist bounty's coordinates logged by the time I'm ready to head out.
Will do. Remember the SIS project number I found? 32? Turns out if you search for it in enough super-secret Republic databases, it gets noticed. Ran into a little, trouble. Like, if I keep doing this, the chance of mysteriously disappearing goes up dramatically, sort of trouble.
Doesn't sound so bad. You let that scare you off?
Thought I'd ask you to test it. Maybe the billion or so agents I'll send just hand out free candy.
Figure there are other, less hazardous channels I can look into.
I'll, let you know if I decide to do anything stupid. Or, more likely, let you know after.
Can I ask you something? You and Mako together?
That's creepy just to think about.
So you're not gonna shoot me if I go after her then? I like her. I thought maybe...
Better go talk to her then.
Thanks. I will. What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
There's something in particular you're hoping to see?
Something hard enough to sharpen myself on. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Looking for at least 10 to 1 odds? Or will you be satisfied with just one of something nasty?
Tough call. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
Guess we better find a war then.
Looking forward to it.
Remember those Arcona colonists I was telling you about? Well, I've got the perfect racket to skim a little profit off those moisture-farming saps. Salt.
This I have to hear.
I used to know this spacey Arconan bagman back on Nar Shaddaa. Thought the guy was a spice head for the longest time. Turns out I was only half right. This guy's cravings were something else.
Your friend had some sort of reaction.
Can't say for certain, but I've got my suspicions. One night after making our handoff in some dive diner, he orders some garbage soup and dumps an entire shaker of salt into the bowl. Should have seen the way this guy went at the stuff before stumbling out of the place like its last call.
Your money's on these colonists having the same craving.
10 to 1 says there's something about salt that those wedgeheads can't resist. We're gonna sell those colonists the answer to all their woes, specially formulated and offered exclusively through Rowing Industries. If I'm right about how much Arcona love the stuff, our biggest problem will be keeping up the supply.
Mako, open a secure channel on the frequency we got from the Blacklist.
Come on. Signal strength is really poor. Oh, there we go. Sorta.
This is unexpected. I greet you on behalf of the Chiss Ascendancy, Bounty Hunter. I am Aristocker Shorehardle Military. This hollow frequency hasn't had an inquiry in quite some time. I believe there were no longer any interested parties.
Don't sweat it. I'm the last hunter you're gonna need.
I've heard that before, Hunter. I want results, not bluster. I need someone to hunt the Trandoshan pirate lord Renegade Voss. Are you such an individual?
May as well ask us to hunt the ghost of Naga Sato.
The name doesn't ring any bells.
A pirate of some renown. He favors lurking in the regions of space you consider uncharted. Our territory, mostly. Renegade Voss has been a blight on Kish shipping lanes and colonies for years.
And where can I find this terror?
He's on Hoth, which I had thought would be safe from that filthy reptile. Voss appears to have joined up with the White Moor, a massive confederacy of pirates pillaging Hoth's starship graveyard. Their raids have reduced our salvage operations to smoking wreckage.
They sound like my kind of people.
Maybe you'll finally meet that special someone who shares your passion for making craters.
I'd choose carefully who you throw in with. The White Moor's days are numbered. We've permitted the Empire to use Hoth for strategic purposes in exchange for their assistance dislodging the pirates. Imperial soldiers will handle the White Moor. However, Voss is worth more to us alive.
What's so special about a Trandoshan pirate?
That monster has inflicted unforgivable insult upon my people. The Chiss Ascendancy wishes to see him broken. Our patrols recently captured one of the White Moor pirates out in the wastes. It may be able to point you to Voss once you arrive. I'm transmitting credentials that will allow you unrestricted access to Hoth's surface. Use them to travel to these coordinates. Contact me when you've secured Voss.
Remember how I said I'd avoid SIS databases for the time being? Decided this was a good time to take a crack at the encryption on that SIS creep Carteri's datapad. The encryption is crazy. Someone threw a solid wall of credits into keeping this thing secure.
SIS has deep pockets. Nothing newsworthy there.
The security on this datapad is tighter than anything I've seen, even the classified stuff. I mean, I'm seriously getting the creeps now. What's my family involved in that's worth this kind of money to the Republic?
You're really upset about this.
I don't know if it's about my family or Brayden or just a puzzle I can't solve. It's making me crazy. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babble. Much appreciated.
Been watching you work. You're good with that blaster.
Gotta be a good shot in this business.
I've seen hunters who couldn't hit the broadside of a dreadnought. Nice to see a professional in action. Might even learn a few things hanging around you.
I'm here to interrogate your prisoner.
This can't be authentic. Wait here. I mean it. You will please excuse my manners before. The prisoner is right this way. Little rat has been nothing but trouble.
I don't need a running commentary.
Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darotowa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Think all the White Maw will be this threatening?
Good luck understanding it. Show yourself out when you're finished.
Kodva kinesibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno.
Whoa. Watch where you point that thing.
Sikala zobina.
What's your name, buddy?
Ngo pudava dalva no matempesko vami. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darotowa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Voss hung you out to dry, so why not help me toss him in a cage?
Jehambalu. Karuza gobidon. Jubinlu inadari. Kiluwat suga umpi. Lofusa ni kayas pa Vandoga trono. Rilo umpi piso. Ayeta babatonya pa. Hibioto. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantengo iki. Lofuso lompango no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara.
Pisade mohardas. Bakabas. Kusane. Otra vez project. Oras Kajaba, Gur Unska, Oreflexi, Rajo Raunor, Do Unska, Rod Oras Kajaba, Gur Unska, Oreflexi, Rajo Raunor, Do Unska.
You're a wanted man, Voss. I'm here to take you in.
Skojarad Mas Osla, Spetod Tranis, Undapolua, Yorska Pokret, Dosk Tanga Raschak, Shivertskorsk, Gus, Zonkelis, Korra, Rod Oras Kajaba, Gur Unska, Oreflexi, Rajo Raunor, Do Unska.
You wouldn't be the first unstoppable target I've taken down.
Skojarad Mas Osla, Spetod Tranis, Undapolua, Yorska Pokret, Wajulambasas, Parsk Potrak, Modraksk, Undapolua, Bisade Mohardask, Bakavas, Gurksasek, Otrafels Project.
Quit squealing, you're making me queasy. You better give me the information I need right now. I want to know where your boss is headed. All right, go on. You ever see me again, run.
Voss didn't think much of us.
Come on, we're paying Blizz another visit. Voss took off. Let his cronies do the dying. Said I wasn't worthy.
Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Ayafa kom jam koruza. Kodva kinisibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
Slow down. What do you mean by Jaga points?
He means Jagannath points. Hunting is a religion to Trandoshans. Their goddess gives them Jagannath for successful hunts. It's serious business to them. The Trandoshan's score determines his place in the afterlife.
Nagwazi niko nigaka kumbumpi kumbambabla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikitido zonke. Choba di cast for andale. Ayafa kom jam koruza. Baba hamzuye luperiana kujunzo. Baba kirulo kaminotor ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligondo kita baba kawami. Omakove kabami gabene.
Can you run that by me in basic this time?
Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuso lompargo no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara. Uja kalopo juvara kawana dabi. Chikua ibana iletas lusa domonolumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unki. Fime nekila ogen fuso nalapo. Karusa gobidon. Juin lui nadari. Kilowatt sugo umpi. No fuso nigayas pa vandoga trono. Rido umpi opiso. Ayeta babatonipa. Idiotto.
Never met a Jawa who couldn't turn tech to scrap in 10 seconds flat.
Omakove kavamiga bene. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darotkawa. Chumiko waflo. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relompi niete bombom. Kursa bantulu tenga. Oko hamasusi helulu. Riwa tini aruba. Chekoza niete baba yara fara. Ibana perke. Kelizi ya isli nited mimini.
I'm gonna need a heat resistor? On Hoth?
Ubarare duki buja. Kodva kinisibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami.
Whoa, buddy, we're just salvagers. Don't want no trouble. We ain't getting paid to catch blaster fire.
Relax. I'm not interested in blood. I'm looking for Slam Streaver. Blizz sent me.
Blizz? You're pulling my leg. Really? I'm glad to hear the little guy's okay. Never sat right with me, what Voss done to him.
He said he was framed. You could have stood up for him.
I did. Hell, it ain't like what they found was worth all that much compared to Blizz's know-how. But there weren't no convincing them. Hated turning him over, but I never really had a choice. Look, let me do right by him. I'll do whatever I can to help. What did Blizz send you for?
Thanks, Slam. I'll let Blizz know he's still got some friends out here. I need a couple of your heat resistors and a 3-phase field frequency tuner from Blizz's stash.
Well, heat resistors, no problem. That phase tuner could be another story. Foreman divvied up most of Blizz's stuff between the salvage crews, but I'll have a look. But you're in luck. Everything you asked for is here. What's left of Blizz's stuff, too. I appreciate it if you could get that back to him. And tell him I'm sorry, would you?
That much I can do.
Thanks. That means a lot to me. It's about time we pack it up. The foreman's gonna figure out we helped you, and he won't take kindly to that. We ain't much good in a scrap, and likely won't get far without someone who is.
Lend a hand?
No problem. Just watch out for the shrapnel.
I'll cover the rear.
Come on, boys. We're getting out of here. You ought to be able to make it from here. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. We'd have never made it.
Take care of yourself, Slam.
You too, Sonny. You take care of Blizz for me, yeah?
Egnorki na nyanika patsi frudoviti crew.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Shahula madija. Egratio pegar huska mevini. Mina mo forksa meohun.
If you didn't want them getting hurt, you shouldn't have sent them after me.
Dawi ura triste marmiki. Homeo hungrus no min. Muslon fatehi. Egmod brugio danyemel nuna volt ekitala. Tilmura marto.
I'm not going to enjoy this, but maybe it's for the best.
Harjaga antit pito chot fifla.
Slam asked me to bring you this.
Kodva kinesibe liwenezin walezek handaleno. Cosa bantulu tenga. Oko hamasusi halulu. Riwatini Aruba. Che cosa niente baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi Aisley nited mimini.
Could have been worse. You could have been left with nothing at all.
Fime nekila ogen fuso nalapo. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeote yatata. Relompi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokawa. Chumiko abwaflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare dukia buja.
What's a rock river?
Karuza gobidon. Juinlu inadari. Kilowatt suga umpi. Nafusa nigayas pa vandoga trono. Rilo umpi opiso. Ayeta babatonipa. Hibioto. Buja kalopo. Juvara kawananabi. Chikua ibana iletas luza domonolumi. Chakoza bifanete mambe nenga umpi. Fime nekila ogen fuso nalapo. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuso lompango no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara.
Nice guy. Time to show him what a real loss looks like.
Baba Hamzaye, Lupariana Kujunzo. Baba Kirulok, Minotorka Kolopo. Baza Chakosa, Linchakan Fuhun. Obligondo Kita Wabakawami. Omokobe Kabamiga Bene. Nagwazi Niko, Nigaka Kumbupi Kumbababla. Kwaba Yinso, Yamayuka, Nikiti Lozonki. Choba the cast for and delay. Ayafa Jam Karuza, Espa Vandunta Vin. Kashi Yahosa Yadan. Topaton Lomo. Mosponsa Ventuti. Nakusa Dinin. Bobolo Mandango. Zenobada Hinakas.
He's not gonna have an army when I find him.
Zomblaba Nagazi, Lamena Sunumina Akawinu tonight. Kodva kinesibe liwenezin walezek handaleno. Go pudava dalva no makafesko vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeote yatata. Relompi niete bombom.
Hey, over here, please. You gotta help us. They've got us chained to the equipment, and they cut off our thermal shields if we give them any trouble.
He's not exaggerating. Alien scum are working us to death.
Help us.
What do I have to do to bust you out of here?
We need you to lock out the thermal shield controls and get the keys to our shackles so we can make a run for it. You can take my thermal shield if you can free us. You probably need it more than I do.
Don't be an idiot, that's suicide!
It's the only chance we've got.
Don't go dying on my account. I'll be fine.
I hope you're right. No one else is gonna come save us.
Don't worry. It's covered.
That's quite a kit you're sporting, Bounty Hunter. Bet you spilled a lot of blood to get it. Now, whose pride did I wound so badly that they resorted to a hired gun? The Republic? The Empire? Both?
What makes you think either of them sent me?
After crushing their forces the way I did, why wouldn't they? Doesn't matter. Whoever sent you obviously didn't warn you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You really have no idea who I am, do you?
Just some ugly alien about to eat a blaster to the face.
You've got no idea what you're into. Before that crack, I might have let you go, if you begged. I was one of the Republic's finest, Merc. Best training, best equipment, best assignments. If they'd offered the best pension, I'd probably still be there. If you came here looking for an easy kill, you made a grave mistake. Hope you like it hot, Jackna. I'm not dying alone.
Tell me what that console was controlling.
You'll feel it soon enough. Every thermal shield in the network's about to fail.
Coward. May I?
Just make it quick. We've got to go.
Thank the stars you made it.
You're a credit to your kind, Bounty Hunter. Thank you.
I'm glad to see you're so happy.
I thought we were goners. Thank you.
I thought comm traffic was impossible out here.
Kodva kinezibeliwinezin walezek handaleno. Nko pudabadalva nomakefeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epetibu. Ebiote etata. Relompi niete bombom. Espavandutavin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Papaton lomo. Mosponsa ventuti. Nakusa dinin. Bobolo mandayo. Venabada hinekas.
If this guy's such a big deal, why didn't I just start with him?
Ayata suta un titi. Asuna tu garapta da rokkawa. Chumiko wafno. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubayare duki buja. Nagwaziniko nigaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwabayin so yamayuka nikikito sonki. Shoba di cast for on delay. Ayapa tom jam karusa. Karusa gobiton. Juwinu inadari. Kilowatt suga un pi. Lupusa nika espa vandoka trono. Rilo un pio piso. Ayeta babetonipa. Kibiotto.
I bet Voss would rather shoot than shout.
Baba Hamzaye, Luperina Kujunzo. Baba Kiro, Kaminoto Kolopo. Baba Chakosa, Linjakan Fuhun. Obligondo Kita Wabakawami. Omokovi Kavami Gabene. Uja Kolopo, Chuvar Kawanadabi. Chikua Ibana Ileta Zuza Domanumi. Chakosa Bifanete Mambe Nenga Uki. Fimenekle Ogen Fuzo Nalapo. Widiha Chiha. Kansari Penoshatsu. Akusan Tenko Iki. No Fuzo Lampagano Tiba. Yahosia Daina. Ayapa Shahara.
Same as what we're doing. They earned each other's respect.
Bobolo Mandayo. Baba Chakosa Linjakan Fuhun. Kodva kinezibeliwinezin walezek handaleno. Nko pudabadalva nomakefeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana.
You've been a big help, little guy.
Atufer, ilhakan arjes yes mi berkikik moronafne. Tore shafnir shava.
Sorry if I kept you waiting. Who spoiled the surprise?
Atufer, ilhakan arjes yes mi berkikik moronafne. Marug yardes matekis kiri jammis tenjibulba. Jackie me bagbedista da bastiaten. Albi farfutorkesni.
I do hate to disappoint.
Habib, questi mosdrenti guapi. Bibien fort damilje, kausnadi namakampiet de harmanan mardumak.
I can respect that. I'll participate in your ritual.
Marug yardes matekis kiri jammis tenjibulba. Bibien fort damilje, kausnadi namakampiet de harmanan mardumak. Ziknes Giordriki da Shirduriki Fifi Patja.
I think you better tell me what this is.
Jakie z nim bagwedista da bastiaten, albi farfutorke z niej. Matufer, ila hakan arjes jes mi bergitik może nahne. Jakie z nim bagwedista da bastiaten, albi farfutorke z niej. Likt je stinkend wesh. Matufer, ila hakan arjes jes mi bergitik może nahne. Marug jardes mastekis kirjam misten bulba. Bibien surk damilje, kausnadis na makampiet de harmanan margumak.
Could you try repeating that?
Zitnes jiurduriki da shirduriki, fifi patija. Jakie z nim bagwedista da bastiaten, albi farfutorke z niej.
Like you said, at least you won't be alone.
Marug jardes mastekis kirjam misten bulba. Jakie z nim bagwedista da bastiaten, albi farfutorke z niej. Bibien surk damilje, kausnadis na makampiet de harmanan margumak.
Das tanga rastak, shiver skorsuk, zomkalis, korra.
I'm tired of cleaning up the White Moss trash. I came here to put you away. Nothing's gonna keep me from doing that. Eor, Graddock, and Kren couldn't stop me. I don't think you can either.
Warkavas, spetod, rasmugresare ogno. Besade mohardas, warkavas, gursasek, Ultrafels project.
That'll teach you not to play with your food.
Skocharag mas osla, spetod, tranis, umpapulua, your scam pokre. Rag oras kajaba, gurunska, orepexi, rajo raunori, dopunska. Rag oras kajaba, gurunska, orepexi, rajo raunori, dopunska.
Scout the battleground?
Besade mohardas, warkavas, gursasek, Ultrafels project. Rag oras kajaba, gurunska, orepexi, rajo raunori, dopunska.
You haven't dealt with me yet, Voss.
Das tanga rastak, shiver skorsuk, zomkalis, korra, wajulambasas, parskupotrak, nodraksk, umpapulua. Das tanga rastak, shiver skorsuk, zomkalis, korra.
This is a duel, not a brawl. I want a clean fight.
Rag oras kajaba, gurunska, orepexi, rajo raunori, dopunska. Skocharag mas osla, spetod tranis, umpapulua, your scam pokre.
I want this to be a fair fight. Your lackeys show up and all bets are off. Got it?
Wajulambasas, parskupotrak, nodraksk, umpapulua. Skocharag mas osla, spetod tranis, umpapulua, your scam pokre.
Still thinks he's gonna win.
Run and get a snack. The fun's about to start.
Gorskrana, Odorticha, Wajulambasas, Parskupotrak, Nodraksk, Umpapulua. Skocharag mas osla, spetod tranis, umpapulua, your scam pokre.
I'm gonna have to decline.
Besade mohardas, warkavas, gursasek, Ultrafels project. Das tanga rastak, shiver skorsuk, zomkalis, korra.
I'm a warrior first. Let's finish this right.
That meant more than you know.
Yeah, I'm a big softy, I know. Time to turn Voss over to the Chiss. I got a body for you to take off my hands.
That is one ugly creature. What do you kill him with, a garbage masher? Sir, your bounty hunter has returned with a Trandoshan corpse. What's left of it matches Renegade Voss's description.
I see he could not be taken alive. Still, Voss dead is better than another failure. You will be paid in full.
Sorry I couldn't be more help.
The important thing is that Voss can cause no more trouble for the Ascendancy. That concludes our business, if there is nothing else.
What are you gonna do with your prisoner now?
When there is no longer any use for it, it'll be executed for its crimes against the Ascendancy.
He's harmless. Just let him go.
The White Maw's in shambles. You don't need to keep Blizz locked up.
The alien was a member of an organization that has caused a lot of damage to Chiss sovereign territory.
Enough, Kel. The creature's crimes are hardly exceptional, and its worth is questionable. If you agree to a reduction of your pay, I'll release it to your custody.
I accept the terms. Turn him over.
Kel, release the creature, and see that it is delivered to the bounty hunter's ship.
Yes, sir.
Again, a pleasure dealing with you. Consider yourself a guest of the Ascendancy while on Hoth.